Headlines this morning in Berkeley, where protesters took to the streets and did a bit of damage. Our Anna Duckworth is there this morning, where demonstrators occupied a UC building before marching to Sproul Plaza. Anna, good morning.
Good morning, Sydney. And they ended up here at Durant and Telegraph, just off of Cal's campus. There were hundreds of people out here just a few hours ago, actually. And if you take a look behind me, you can see Berkeley police patrol car is still out here. Police have been patrolling all throughout the morning. And then just off here to the left is some of the debris that was out here after the street was just trashed, actually, by the people who were out here. Street cleaning crews have been out here picking up the debris. These trash cans were all toppled over when we got out here a little bit before 5 o'clock this morning. Some of the trash cans were actually lit on fire earlier, all apparently a result of what's being called a protest in advance of next week's statewide strike and day of action in defense of public education. And that's a March 4th date, next Thursday. It was already decided upon months ago. Teachers, students, parents, and unions from schools of all levels all over California had already planned to demonstrate against all the cuts, layoffs, fee hikes, and other hits to public education. But what happened here overnight in Berkeley apparently started after a dance that was outside at Sproul Plaza. That started at 10 o'clock. There were hundreds of people there. And what we're told by student organizers and other witnesses is that a few dozen of those people from the dance apparently splintered off. They started an occupation of Durant Hall. They were moving in and out. Some of the people were on the roof of the hall. And then that ended up becoming a bigger protest. A bunch of tweets and texts went out about the Durant Hall occupation. People started marching through the streets of Berkeley. That's when what some out here are calling the chaos started. We actually spoke with Zach Williams. He's the university news editor for Cal's paper, the Daily Californian, and he tells us when he got involved.
And sometime around midnight, the music started moving, people started moving onto the, through the plaza, onto the streets, and that's when things really started to change. Damage done to buildings, dumpsters, trash cans overthrown, newspaper stands, that sort of thing. And then after a little while, once the dumpster was set on fire at the intersection, police had already formed a line right here. There were demonstrators confronting them, yelling at them. Some were throwing glass bottles, trash, that sort of thing. And, occasionally police were telling them to move back, and some wouldn't, and some got hit by clubs, probably a couple dozen.
UC Berkeley police were who moved in. They had help from Berkeley, Oakland, and BART police, as well as the CHP. There were police out here in riot gear. The real hectic part started probably about 1:30 this morning. There was a crowd of 200 to 300, is what we're being told, gathered outside here at Telegraph and Bancroft and Telegraph and Durant. That's when the trash cans started being thrown and lit on fire. There were people dancing around a fire in the middle of the street here. The window of a Subway sandwich shop was also broken. People were riding on the top of cars, dragging down the police barricades and banging on the windows of other businesses. Wasn't until after 3 o'clock this morning, when the crowd was dispersed by all of the police officers who were out here, Sydney. We have confirmed with UC Berkeley police that there were 2 arrests that were made out here. At this point, we haven't heard of any injuries, which one of the student organizers we talked to said is very fortunate, because it did get pretty chaotic out here at one point.
Anna, thank you. Anna Duckworth in Berkeley this morning.